Oh, sorry, what's up? Hey, how you doing, guys? This is your boy Patience once again. So I decided to come at you guys again with a little update. This is based on my progression with my own work this time. So this is done in one of my other programs aside from Clip Studios, and I decided to share this one with you as well. I don't want to give you guys too much, so I've taken that much into consideration, guys. But this is the point of this channel. It's to show you guys how I work. It's like my portfolio as well as my copyrighted goods. I like to show you guys how I work, the progression of my work, and how I grow with my work. So I like to take you through the stages, and because it's fun for me, and if you enjoy my work and you enjoy seeing how I work, it'll be fun for you guys as well. And if there are jobs out there that may be interested in someone like myself, that may need to employ someone like myself, if not you know for a long period of time than for shorter periods of time, then this also showcases me that what I'm capable of, and how I go about tackling problems, etc, etc, etc. So as you know, I am fond of animation. I do love 2D art, I do love 3D, and I do love problem solving and putting things together. It's one of the things that makes me an animator, and makes me passionate for what I do as well, which is why you will see, and which is why you have noticed I spend so much time on this, even to the point where people say, Jay, you need to take a minute, focus on your own personal life, meaning your social life as well. Yes, I do work with a team, but it is best to have yourself like a fall away family, and I guess you could say girlfriends, because in honesty I don't really put myself out there for girlfriends, because I do like to focus on not just my art, but other aspects of my life as well that is more work based, which is I guess a strong point to myself, but I guess it can also be viewed as a weak point, because having someone special to fall back on as well is very important, not just for myself but for everyone, to show that you do acknowledge people, and that you do respect people, and that you do cherish someone, and that you are responsible to take on such responsibilities. So these are things that I do take into consideration as well, guys, but I don't like to use my age as like a scope point, or escape point, but I'm still able to take advantage of my circumstances, and so that's something that I most certainly do, and believe me, I am open for options and choices as well. But not to digress too much, because that's a step too far away from what I've really turned on to show you guys. What I do want to show you guys is what I have upgraded, because I have updated my work to a certain point that looks much better than where it was before. If you go back and you check any of my previous works, then you will see that yes, my temple scene did have a fine amount of work done to it, and it did have a nice level of shading to it, but now I have updated it to a point to where it is to my liking, and it also fits in with my character as well. So I've put my character into the scene, and I've seen that everything is good, so it's something that I will most certainly keep. I don't need to do any much more adjustments, but on that note, I'll get myself prepped so we can get down to looking at the scene that I have done, and well, then you guys can tell me in the comments what you think about it, and if you feel that anything should be changed, or if you feel that you're satisfied with it, because I'm satisfied with it at the moment. Let me just pull it up for you guys right about now. So this is also a test stream as well, guys. I've tried to focus on working on keeping my streams at a fine level, not just for you guys but also for me, so you see exactly what I see and how I see it. I can't say that it's something that I've succeeded in doing, but it is something that I'm most certainly trying to work on. Reason being is because I believe that my computer should be able to sustain a fine amount of detail, not just for me but for you guys, and so that's why I wanted to test it out. So in case you wanted to know, what I did was I went to my output settings, I changed my CPU settings, so it will pick up so it uses its energy the way how it's supposed to, because funny enough, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I had myself an 8 core, and so I shouldn't really, if you ask me, have as much problems as I seemingly have technically when publishing my work onto you guys. But anyway, this is my scene, guys, and this is what I have been working on. So as you can see, my pillars, they have a lot more feel to them, and they are more I guess I wouldn't say lifelike, but they do look more anime like, as it's gold. So they're going to be one of the strong points to this anime, or to this scene. You can see that I've revamped the whole scene, so now to post it, that part in the background, the white box in the background, is where my god will be sitting or seated. I've decided to go ahead and name him Fish Null. Why, I don't know, but it's a nice name, so I decided to go with it. And so he's going to be, I'm going to post him on the back wall there. I'm going to decorate it just as you saw in that clip that I had, but with this, what we have here, I'm just going to add a little bit more to this. It did take a little minute for me to get it to the point to where it's now what we're seeing, and if you don't mind, I would like, while I leave this playing, I will try and get the clip that I was working on, which I thought was I had to do. I kind of previously uploaded the clip. I think I think I can do it this way. If I come in here and I come in here, and I just grab him, maybe I can just do that seems to have worked, and I'll just, so you just bear with me, guys. In actual fact, what I'll do is I'll put this on pause, and I'll come over here and just continue working on this little bit right here. I'm going to click that. I can even change this what's what we need for now, because I should be satisfied with it. Let's go boom, and I should be able to. So as you can see there, that's where, as you can see, I've referenced the scene. So I've taken my character and let me just, that looks a bit better. As you can see, I've taken my character and I've fitted him into, I've referenced the scene a lot, and I fitted my character into the scene, and I said, right, so this is practically how I'm going to want it. So I animated based on what I had in mind, and you can see this is what I came out with. So I hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing. I believe I've given an upload to that clip prior. I haven't shown how did I draw. I don't think I've shown how I drew each frame by frame, but I will probably upload that for you guys sometime in the future, maybe once I finish the whole scene. I won't be working on it today, unfortunately. So this is why I've also gone as far as to upload this for you guys, or to stream this for you guys. So yeah, so that's as far as I've gotten thus far. The scene's coming along pretty darn nicely. I've added quite a bit to it. Some of my fondest works on it thus far, some of the tricky camera transitions. So I've gone with like a lot of you know, pullbacks, as you know, like kind of distortion movement with the cameras. One of which I can mention that I took from that old school movie called Jaws with the shark. And I noticed, I can't remember the name of the person that created the movie. I think it would be the director or whoever, but the cameraman did like this real famous transition kind of shot with the camera. I'm not sure if it'd be a transition, if the word's transition, but the camera kind of pans in, but everything else behind the character pans out. And I kind of thought about that, and I kind of said to myself, wait a minute, now that I think about it, because that movie was out back I believe when my pops was a child, young. And I said to myself, or maybe when he was a teen, and I said to myself, this is a bit weird, because in order to get something like that done, I would assume you would need green screen, and I don't think they had that kind of technology back then when they made that movie. You know, because you'd have to blank the person out, or you'd have to, you know, kind of do like a crazy shot where you film the background and then you put the character in, and then you film, you know, I can't see how they would have done it, because either way they would have had to overlap images, maybe cut the image out, or they would. The only way I can is if they use green screen. I don't think they had the technology back then to pull off a stunt like that. So it is something that I'm gonna have to investigate into to see exactly how they pull that one off. But I've gone for that kind of pan-in transition effect kind of thing within this scene, which I think is going to be pretty darn neat. But as you can see, this is something that we're going to be in for, guys, and that's the kind of style that I've gone for to use for Boobin Room. And I hope you guys are enjoying what you see. It's your boy Patience. Leave your thumbs, your likes, and your comments down below, guys, and if you have any queries, over and out, guys.